All right, some breaking news now coming in over the Sanchar Sathi app. Remember, there'd been a huge controversy over this, and now the government has removed its direction to make it mandatory that all mobile phone makers have to install this app on the handset, whether the handset is made in India or imported. But now the government saying that given Sanchar Sathi's increasing acceptance, the government has decided not to make the pre-installation mandatory for mobile manufacturers. Remember, Apple had already said, we had learned that they were reportedly going to reach out to the government and refuse to install this Sanchar Sathi app. There'd been a huge controversy over the notification that had been issued by the Department of Telecom to all mobile phone makers that within the next 90 days they had to pre-install the Sanchar Sathi app on handsets that were sold in India. And this had led to a huge controversy with opposition parties also hitting out at the government over this, calling it a snooping app, calling it a Big Brother moment. However, the government maintaining that it was not something that had to be kept on the mobile phone, that consumers were free to delete it from their mobile phones. But now the government has rolled back that order. So that's the big breaking news right now, that mobile phone makers do not have to pre-install the Sanchar Sathi app. Let's go across to Aishwarya, who's brought us this breaking news. Aishwarya, give us more details. So a U-turn by the government.
Well, certainly, and opposition will claim it as their victory for the second time in the 2 days of intersession of Parliament. After mounting pressure on the government, it is the opposition parties which is saying that the telecom minister or the government had to take a U-turn on what the directives earlier were, to have pre-installed app and giving directives to the manufacturers. But now a decision has been taken. Jyotiraj Scindia a while ago spoke exclusively to NDTV and stated that if there would be feedbacks coming in from all the sides that there is no need for pre-installation, then certainly they will roll back that. And now the order has come from the telecom ministry, a fresh guideline to all the manufacturers that there is no need to pre-install it. Although the telecom ministry over here had lauded so far the app, because of that per day 2,000 fraudulent activities had been stopped. It has been also stated in the release that till now 1.4 crore users have downloaded that, and it is to intend to provide the cyber security for every Indian. But certainly now the decision has been taken that there is no need for the manufacturers to pre-install this app, as it is optional for them. Anytime they can download it, or anytime they can remove it from their phones.
That's right, Aishwarya, and as you said, you spoke to Jyotiraditya Scindia, who clarified that this is not an app that is mandatory on your phone. It's up to consumers whether they want to keep it or not. The direction was only to the manufacturers to keep it. Yesterday, we also learned that Apple was going to reach out to the government and not install this app. They were going to resist this move. So now the government, given this whole brouhaha that's happened over this entire app issue, has decided to do a U-turn on it and not make it mandatory.
Well, certainly, and Jyotiraj Scindia, they're clarifying on our question that whether point 7b clearly states that you cannot uninstall. He clarified that his position over the point that has been mentioned in that particular directive, stating that it is not for the users. People must understand that was for the manufacturers. At the time of installation, it was mandatory, and at any point in time a user can remove or uninstall it. It has been also clarified by the telecom ministry that the pre-installed Sanchar Sathi application by the manufacturer is readily visible and should be accessible to the end user at the time of first use or device setup, and that its functionaries are not disabled or restricted by the manufacturer. So it was for the manufacturers, in fact, and not for the users, is something Jyotiraditya Scindia, telecom minister, clarified, and later also said that the suggestions have been sought from manufacturers, users, and certainly after that decision has been taken to roll back this.
That's right. The government also has denied the allegations of the opposition that this is a snooping app, saying that there's no way that the app can actually, listen in or check any of your messages, which was something that the opposition parties had hit out over. And this too, Aishwarya, was clarified. They said this was an app meant solely for your security. It has helped trace lakhs of mobile phones that went missing, and the app itself has become extremely popular by itself. We'll just go to Aishwarya in a moment, but let's bring you that breaking news right now. Government has removed the mandatory pre-installation direction of the Sanchar Sathi app. Remember, yesterday this had exploded into a huge story with the opposition claiming this was a snooping app, and how can the government make it mandatory for all mobile phone manufacturers to install this app. The communications minister there clarifying that consumers were free to remove the app, and though the news had also come that Apple was going to resist this direction. Now the news coming in that we're bringing to you that given the Sanchar Sathi's increasing acceptance, the government says that they have now decided not to make the pre-installation mandatory for mobile manufacturers. So big rollback there. Let's go back to Aishwarya with the latest there. And Aishwarya, given this, let's just take our viewers through the timeline. This was a notification that had come earlier, and it came in the news a day before, and yesterday morning the news had broken, and then you had opposition there outraging over this, the government clarifying, and now a U-turn.
Well, certainly, Director of Telecommunication issued that particular circular, after which we saw from several opposition leaders, they level charged on the government that it's the app that will snoop on people. It is Pegasus Plus is something that the opposition leaders went on to say, and why there is a mandatory option for the manufacturers that it will come as pre-install if the government has been saying that it's an optional. Jyotiraditya Scindia later coming out and clarifying that it's not an it has an option available to the users, as you can always register it or deregister it. Even after registering and getting an OTP, you can deregister later. If you have installed, then you can uninstall it later as well. So there is no mandatory option, to which it was the Congress party who stated that they do not trust the telecommunication minister, because in the circular at 7B point it has been categorically mentioned that it should be pre-installed, and there is no installation option, to which again Jyotiraditya Scindia clarified that if you go into details of the entire circular, then it is not for the users, but it was for the manufacturers. At the time of installation, it should be readily accessible to every user, and at a later stage you can delete it. So once again clarification came in from Jyotiraditya Scindia, but it is the Congress party who has said later that if the telecom minister is saying verbally, then why not roll back that particular circular? And now the amendments have been made, a fresh directive have been released from the telecom ministry that there is no need and compulsory for the manufacturers to pre-install this app on the phones that will be manufactured in India at a later stage. In fact, lauding the entire application, that how at least 2,000 fraudulent activities or incidents per day has been stopped. 1.4 crore people have already installed this app on their phones, and this is just to secure people of this country from online frauds or the fraudulent activities that they undergo. And therefore the reason perhaps it is a Sanchar Sathi for them. So clearly now a U-turn by the government. Of course, opposition here, the first reactions that I am picking up from the opposition, they are claiming that it's another round of victory for them after in the winter session asking the government, mounting pressure on them for having a discussion on the election reforms. The government agreed to it, and now again after putting pressure on the Sanchar Sathi app to take back that decision, the government has taken another round of U-turn and had clarified on that matter.
All right, Aishwarya, in fact, let's just listen into what Jyotiraditya Scindia said to you in that interview, where he said that consumers can deactivate the app.
Again, please do not go by what the rumors are in the public domain. 7B also does not say that you cannot uninstall the app. The problem is that a lot of the reality is lost if you don't go into the details. What does 7B say? 7B only says that the phones should have the apps installed and there should be no hindrance for the user to be able to access it. And it should not be disabled so that the user cannot use it. Nowhere does 7B say that the user cannot delete the app. So 7B is not for users. 7B is for the installation of the app on the phone by manufacturers. Now, the problem is that it has been misconstrued to think that 7B is for the users. 7B is not for the users.
All right, so there you heard the Union Minister defending the app, saying that the direction that had been given by the Department of Telecommunication was for the manufacturers, not for the users, that they are free to uninstall. This has now been taken back. It's the government has rolled back that pre-installation mandate. Already we had heard Apple was going to resist this move by the government to pre-install the Sanchar Sathi app, something that the opposition has called a snooping app. They've called it Big Brother. They're saying it's a way of the government to keep tabs on you. But what is the Sanchar Sathi app and just what does it do? Let's take a look at that and let's bring you those details, because it's an app that you can still install on your phone should you want it, and it's for your own safety is what the government has said. This is for safeguarding citizens. So the Sanchar Sathi app can check the phone validity, that you're actually buying a genuine phone. Users can check IMEI details. Remember, that is that unique number on the phone. It's used to verify the genuineness of the phone, report cyber fraud and spam calls. Also is a facility that this app is providing people. You can also report your stolen mobile phones on the Sanchar Sathi app, address cyber security concerns, real-time alerts to track any lost phones. And the government has said, and according to the stats and data available, that lakhs of phones have been recovered thanks to this app. Helps police recover lost phones faster. You can also use the app to block a lost device. If your phone is stolen, you can use the app to actually block that handset from anyone using it. The government says, in fact, 50,000 plus lost phones were recovered thanks to this app in October, and 7 lakh total lost phone recoveries were made. The app actually helps trace over one device every minute. This is what the government has gone on to say. The controversy arose when this app was made mandatory for the mobile phone manufacturers to download and have on the phone before selling to any consumers. They were asked to do this within 90 days time. But now, given the entire controversy, the government rolling back that order that it has given to mobile phone manufacturers, and again reiterating that this app is aimed at safeguarding citizens from purchasing any non-genuine handsets or enabling easy reporting of suspected misuse of any telecom resources. So a lot has been said on this since yesterday. We've heard opposition members also raising this issue, claiming that this app is a snooping app. The government saying, no, it's not a snooping app. It cannot see your messages or listen into what's being said. Let's just take a look at what various politicians said to NDTV on this entire controversy.
You see, but what the minister is saying is contrary to what is there in the directive. The directive says that the app has to be preloaded by the manufacturer and it can't be deleted. That is what it says in the directive. If what the minister is saying is right, the directive has to be amended or withdrawn. And secondly, if it is optional, why do you want to preload it? If it is optional, if anybody wants it, they will download it either from the Play Store or from the App Store. Why do you need to preload it? So what the minister is saying is not correct, and if what the minister is saying carries weight, he must withdraw the directive or amend the directive.
जो पेगासस से जुड़ा हुआ मामला है अभी तक उच्चतम न्यायालय में लंबित है, उसके ऊपर कोई अभी फैसला नहीं है। और जिस तरह से इस ऐप को अनिवार्य बनाया गया, तो कहीं ना कहीं कथाकथित तौर पर ये प्रतीत होता था कि ये पेगासस को फ्रंट डोर से लाना चाह रहे हैं। इसलिए किसी भी एप्लीकेशन को आप मैंडेटरी कैसे कर सकते हैं?
All right, Manish Tiwari there saying this is Pegasus by the front door, referring to the Israeli snooping app. And remember, there was a huge controversy over that when it was claimed that it had been used to snoop on several politicians and journalists. But let's take you through the fear versus the facts when it comes to the Sanchar Sathi app and this entire controversy, and also the rollback by the government. Is no longer mandatory for mobile makers to preload this app on the handset. So the opposition fears and has said that the stakeholders were not consulted before this app was made mandatory. The fact the government says the app was developed only for public safety, for tracking your phones, also keeping you safe from any sort of misuse. The other fear the opposition is talking about, that why is the government tracking personal conversations? However, the fact is that the app cannot access calls or messages, is what the BJP has said. Opposition also fears that it can be used for snooping, surveilling, scanning, peeping, even calling it a Big Brother app. But the government again saying the app is openly available, can be deleted by users. That is the clarity that Jyotiraditya Scindia brought, that this is an app that you can delete. The consumers, if they don't want it on their phone, well, they can delete it. It's just the manufacturers have to preload this app. Opposition has also said it's fear monetizing citizens' rights, and the government saying the app does not extract any data to monetize. There's no data that is going to be used and sold to some third party so that they can use that data to target you with however they want, with any sort of advertisements and whatever it may be. So that is the entire controversy. But now the government rolling back the Sanchar Sathi app direction that it had given to mobile phone manufacturers to preload the app on the handsets.